Thank you, sir. Thank you for
The next
allowing me to
speaker
speak.
is Nabanita Kishanji. A. Nabanita Kishan.
Sir, thank you, sir. Subject to correction and approval by this August House, I make my submissions for the kind consideration of all the members of this August body. This dam safety bill is inherently defective. Inherently defective. It is having contradictory and impermissible, arbitrary, unfair clauses. I repeat it, sir. Contradictory, impermissible, arbitrary, unfair clauses. 4 entities have been contemplated under this bill. National Dam Safety Committee, National Dam Safety Authority, and State Dam Safety Organization, State Dam Safety Committee. Of all, the authority, National Dam Safety Authority is most powerful. That is central government, headed by Additional Secretary of the Central Government and its officers. And the role of the authority, the authority is to arbitrate if any dispute between the State Dam Safety Organization and the owner of the dam. So it is an arbitrator and its decision is final, binding. So the National Dam Safety Authority, that is, in other words, it is central government. It is also specifically mentioned that the central government is entitled to give directions to this authority, and these directions would bind the authority. So the central government is most powerful. It is very clear in these provisions. Now, as far as our state, the Tamil Nadu is concerned, we are having 4 dams in Kerala. They are Mullai Periyar, Parambikulam, Tunakadavu, Peruvadipallam. So now we are the owner of the dam, but located or situated in Kerala. So now the State Dam Safety Organization, it means the Kerala State Dam Safety Organization normally. But the clause 24 clearly says that if the dam is belonging to one state and located in another state, the authority, National Dam Safety Authority, will become the State Dam Safety Organization. So for all the 4 dams, the central government, or that is National Dam Safety Authority, is an authority in charge for the safety of the dam. So the role of the State Dam Safety Organization is taken over by the National Dam Safety Authority. So now the owner of the dam is Tamil Nadu. The dispute between the state of Kerala, because the state of Kerala is not even permitting the PWD officials to travel, to walk through the forest and to, wait sir, to complete it, I'll be subject to correction. I said don't interrupt. No. So, they even...
Please.
Wait.
Please do not disturb. Let him say. You had your say. Let him say.
Please now.
Please don't disturb
Please
him.
now. No.
Please don't disturb him. Please take your seat.
Sir,
Take your
recently,
seat, please. Yes. You carry on.
recently, Kerala government permitted the PWD officials of the state of Tamil Nadu to cut and remove the trees. But subsequently, that order has been withdrawn by the Kerala government. So I am telling the fact. Now, the entire bill, in all the, whether it is authority or the national committee or the state dam organization, no representation to the owner of the dam. So for all the 4 dams, if there is any genuine grievances to the state of Tamil Nadu, there is no forum to ventilate their grievances. Now, the section 24 clearly says, the clause 24 clearly says, in all the 4 dams situated in Kerala, owned by, maintained by Tamil Nadu, is going to be looked after only by the central authority. So now, as per the class 9(2), if there is any dispute between the state dam organization, safety organization, and the owner of the dam, the central authority will decide the dispute, and its decision is going to be the final one, binding one. So now, in all the 4 dams, Tamil Nadu government is the owner. As per the provisions, all the expenditures to be incurred only by the Tamil Nadu government, whatever it is. Even consultation fees, it must be borne out by the exchequer of the Tamil Nadu government. So, for all the 4 dams, now if there is any dispute, the central government cannot arbitrate. Because it is going to say, it is going to take the decision to effect the repairs, to change the design or anything. So, the central authority, National Dam State Authority, being acting as a state dam safety organization, it cannot decide the issue, grievances of the Tamil Nadu government, Tamil Nadu people, independently, unbiasedly. There is no provision in the Act. In such a situation, what is to be done? There is no provision in this Act, subject to correction, sir. So, my humble submission would be, the owner of the dam, Tamil Nadu, is having enormous lot of complaints. But where to ventilate? Where to redress the grievances? So, there is no provision. And further, in one way, my Kerala friends, subject to correction, sir, you cannot go near to the dam. You cannot go near to Mullai Periyar. You cannot go near to Paramikulam, Tunakadavu, Peruvaripalam. The Act is very clear. Wait, sir. No.
Please, let him have his say.
It is only the central government.
Please don't do.
It is only the central government. No. It is only the central government going to do, to direct the owner of the dam to effect repairs. So wait, sir. It is as per the clauses of this bill, central government alone is competent to direct the Tamil Nadu to do this, don't do this. Likewise, full power is vested with central government. So now my grievance is, already our Honorable Amma written a letter to the central government. See, the Tamil Nadu PWD officials must be permitted to go into the forest and make use of it for the proper maintenance of this dam. So, for the proper maintenance of the dam, the officials must go to the places and do the needful. Definitely they will not cause any harm or damage to the state of Kerala. So my humble submission would be, there must be a provision that enabling the central government, the National Dam Safety Authority, to direct the state of Kerala to perform certain acts and to enable the state government of Tamil Nadu to do certain things for the safety of the dams.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wait, sir. So my humble submission would be, the central government, as per the Act, is to act independent arbitrator in between the owner of the dam and the state dam safety organization. Now, in this case, the central government is the party to the dispute. So, this provision cannot be worked out. This provision is redundant, meaningless, impermissible. It will not work it out. No remedy. So, for the redressal of the grievances of the state of Tamil Nadu, there must be a provision. And there must be a provision to control or to act reasonably, fairly by the state of Kerala. So my humble submission would be the 4 dams owned and maintained, all expenses incurred by Tamil Nadu, but it is going to be administered by the central government, but the central government does not have any control over the Kerala government, and also the genuine grievances of the Tamil Nadu cannot be redressed. There is
Thank
no
you.
enabling
Thank you.
provisions. Wait,
Thank you.
Wait, sir.
No, don't disturb him, don't disturb him.
Sir, wait, sir. So, no. So, and also regarding the safety of Mullai Periyar, Honorable Amma waged all out war
Yeah.
to see that the interests of the people of Tamil Nadu protected. She won the case. Now this dam is under the.
You have to conclude now.
I'm controlling. No. The matter is pending before the Supreme Court. On or before 10th December, the decision will be rendered. A complete decision will be given. That will be written in the newspapers.
Thank you.
Now,
Thank you.
wait,
You
one
address
minute,
us
sir.
here. You don't have to address them.
1 minute. The Mullai Periyar Dam, its condition is hydrologically, structurally, seismically, it is very good. Hydrologically, structurally, and seismically, it is very good. It is under the control of Supervisory Committee of Supreme Court of India. So now nobody need to worry about the safety of anybody. So
Okay.
no, wait, sir, wait. No, so because the matter is seized by the Supreme Court going to render a right decision.
Yes.
Already rendered in favor of the Tamil Nadu. The dam is good, very good, best.
Thank you,
better.
thank you.
So no. Wait 1 minute.
No.
No.
Your time is over.
Wait,
Here,
sir.
I have given you extra 3 minutes.
1 minute.
Your time
sir.
is over.
Sir, sorry.
You conclude in one sentence.
1 minute, sir. Sir, because I want to bring to the kind notice of Honorable Prime Minister, because the Kaveri Delta become the protected agricultural zone only because of the efforts taken by Honorable Prime Minister. I want to place it on record. The farmers are really very happy and thanking our Honorable Prime Minister because of his assent and efforts. Now the Kaveri Delta became a prohibited agricultural zone. So I take this opportunity that I thank the Honorable Prime Minister, and also the Honorable Prime Minister must intervene in this matter and bring in necessary amendments. And if it is referred to the Select Committee, it is well and good. The committee will examine each and every clauses and make suggestions. So this bill has to go. So my humble submission would be, I am strongly opposing this bill. Thanking you, sir.
Thank you. Now the next speaker is Bisambar Prasad.